unfortunately got kicked off. I know some of you are probably still connecting, and probably have not connected back yet, which is okay. We're hoping that yeah, we'll be able to get our audience back with us, because we definitely didn't want to lose you guys. But yeah, man, Monty is here. He is in the building. He's on screen. You can see him. Hey, I wasn't lying to you. Man, Monty, man, listen, this is the world of live streaming, right? I
This is the
mean,
world of live stream, man. This is
you
what
you gotta
happens,
you
and
gotta
we just
go with
roll
the
with it.
flow. Yeah, you gotta roll with it. You gotta, it sometimes it crashes, you pick it back up, you roll again. All right, so Chris is first this time. Chris, you got in first this time.
It's
Yes.
intentional.
It's intentional. Chris was like, "This happened for me. This happened for me." All right, let me listen. Listen, we're gonna run it back. I'm gonna go and finish my announcements, and then I'm gonna bring Monty in the proper way, because that's just the way we do things. So Monty, we're gonna bring you right back in just a second here. For those that are just tuning in and you're like, "What in the world happened?" We ended up getting kicked offline, lost internet. Not really certain what happened there, but we're back online now, hoping that it'll last for us. And we're going to go ahead and do this thing the right way. So here we go. All right, so I was sharing with you guys about the Next Level Conference. This is the Next Level Conference. I've got it up on the screen now. Leadership, graphic design, power of story, building community, marketing/branding, and then live video strategy. Trust me, folks, for $49, 2-day event, 2 to 4 both days. This is going to be something you don't want to miss. So check that out. Go to howitallworks.com/register to register today. Several people have claimed their seats already. And look at that, Monty. Hi, hey, Monty and Kirk have been looking forward to meeting you. Albert is in the building. I love that. Thank you so much. Fusion Marketing says, hey, all right, all right. David Hunt says he was first, but we know better. So tomorrow, I'm getting a chance to host a stream chat from that is going to be done by Ecamm Live. Ecamm Live is putting together this panel of broadcast specialists who are in the faith-based space. So this is going to be so cool. Excited that we're going to have this panel together tomorrow at noon. For my folks in the East, for those who are in my time zone, which is the Central Time Zone, we're going to be doing this at 1 p.m. Sorry, 11 a.m. My mind is going blank. 11 a.m. for Central, noon for the East, and that's going to be 9 a.m. for my folks out West. So yes, Lawrence, it's going to be dope. Walter Jeanette, listen, I'm already in anticipation of tomorrow at noon. Y'all, listen, you gotta be in the place, you gotta be in the space for this. We got a major announcement. Under normal circumstances, I'd have taken some time to really set this thing up, but I just want to share this with you guys, man. How it all works, specifically Convos and Collabs is officially sponsored by Ecamm. Officially sponsored by Ecamm. That is what's up. Man, listen. I mean, that almost deserves a little deep air horn. Listen, I'm so excited that we were able to work out this partnership. So it's yeah, for those that are on our mailing list, you're going to get an email about this probably in the middle of the show. It's already scheduled to go out. Yeah, Walter, that's what's up, man. Gary Jones, what's up? Listen, I'm so excited about this partnership. We're going to be taking some of the content, a 6-part series of the different convos and collabs that will generate from this show are going to be featured on the Ecamm channel. So that is amazing. And again, they're sponsoring this particular show. So I'm excited about this sponsorship, excited about pushing and growing in this space. Yeah. I love this, man. I love this. This is I could go into testimony mode right now, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because we got this guy waiting in the wings. Right? Monte Weaver is an absolute beast, a monster in this space. I'm excited to have him on today. The latest video on the channel, How It All Works, the latest video talks about me shifting from kit.co over to the Amazon shop page. And that opens the door for Amazon Live. And we're going to dive into all of the nitty gritty in today's episode. But before we do that, I got to tell you who's coming on next week. And that's India Delgado, man. Listen, I'm so excited. I want to make sure you guys know this. I always am intentional about making sure that I have a good variety, a diverse set of guests on the show. And I'm always looking for ladies, my sisters. And I'm so excited that India Delgado is going to be on the show. You see her quote there. It says, "Don't ever doubt the value you bring to the world. Don't ever doubt the value you bring to the world." Absolutely phenomenal. Excited about having her on next week. And then we got Mosifus now. Some of y'all don't know what that name is for. That's not his real name, so don't go calling Keith Mosifus. But we got the bishop himself, man. Keith Pelzer is going to be on. Invest in your now for when your if is unstable, but your belief weighs on the possibility and not the problem. Listen, Keith is he is like everything. I don't even know his title has so much stuff in there: content creator, music producer, pastor, preacher, speaker. But I'm excited about having him on. But man, listen, even with that said, this is who our guest is for tonight, and we have held it up for way too long. So we're going to dive right into this thing right now. So right after this little clip, we're going to have Monte Weaver. Yes. We got Monte Weaver on the live.
I'm here.
Oh, snap. And Monte Weaver comes through with the super chat right away. Let me put that. I mean, this is amazing, man. Comes through with the super chat immediately. I wonder how many people caught that little scene right at the end of the intro video that said sponsored by Ecamm. I don't know if you saw that. I was so pumped to be able to add that to the intro video earlier today. But yeah, man, Monte Weaver is here with us. And man, listen, we always start off with this one thing. Several people in the comments are already very familiar with who you are, what you do, and the value you bring into this space. But I want, for those that are going to be watching with us live, some of the folks in my audience, some of the people who are going to be a part of the replay squad. My replay squad is strong, so I want to make sure that they are intimately aware and familiar with who you are. So tell the people a little bit about yourself, who you are, and your relationship to this world of live streaming.
Hey, first off, Kirk, thank you for having me on here. I love your show. I love the music to your show. I love the whole vibe to your show. I had to change the lights back here to a little bit of purple.
Yes, we got a vibranium. We got the vibranium. Yes,
that's for you.
Appreciate that.
But yeah, man. Yeah, my name is Monte Weaver. I'm a digital tech strategist. I love all things tech, and I love teaching people how to use it, how to leverage it for the different mediums that they're on. Started off in the church world, where I kind of gained my footing in the old overhead projector ministry, the tape ministry, anything that did not involve the choir. If I could get out the children's choir and do other stuff, that's what I started to do. And so I gained a lot of skills there, and really picked up technology and started doing videos for churches to send to the TV stations, using audio mixers, the soundboards. And so you start to pick up all this information, and just been gravitating towards computers and IT ever since, and been able to just share my skills with other people, because you know how it is. Sometimes people think technologies are so hard and so difficult,
right.
But we're that person that makes it easy for them to understand, or we just do the work for them in some cases.
Man, you said an entire word there already, and I'm just blown away, because it is amazing when we think about how steps have been ordered. I'm trying not to preach, but when we think about the different lanes and places and spaces that we've navigated to arrive at where we are now. I love the way that you framed that. The motivation was, I want to get out of the choir. But the fringe benefit was that you learned skills that translated into your business today, which is phenomenal. I don't want people to miss that who are watching. When he's talking about, these are the skills that I learned in trying to get out of that choir space. this is ministry as well. This is a calling as well. And I think, what you're doing in terms of breaking it down for people to make it palatable, make it accessible, put it right where they can get at it. That's phenomenal, man. I just appreciate what you're doing in that space. So for those that don't know him and don't know his profile, let me just pull up a screen real quick. Let's pull up your website real quick, bro. Here we go. This is his YouTube page. So how we do HIAW family. It's not like he don't have the numbers. He's got some numbers, some good numbers. But I want to make sure you guys know the link to his YouTube channel is in the description of the video. But definitely check him out there. But in addition to checking him out here, you want to be able to check him out on his Amazon.com or Amazon Live page, right? So I think it's monteweaver.live, right?
Yeah. Made it easy for everybody. monteweaver.live.
It's literally underneath his name on screen right now. It's like right there, monteweaver.live. So that'll take you directly to this page. And then once you're on this page, you can actually go to his storefront, which is this page. And he's got some gear here, microphones, PTZs. That's that church space right there for sure. Lighting, everything that you would some of the stuff that he recommends, you can find that stuff in this space, man. So excited to be able to show this and share some of this stuff here. And we're going to dive into some of it a little later. But I wanted to just put this up real quick since he was talking a little bit about himself. I want to be able to share that with you and then be able to put a visual along with the stuff that we're talking about. So, man, y'all having too good a time in the chat, man. That's just what's up. Too good a time in the chat. But listen, so man, we're diving right in, man. And so here's the first part of our section here, and this is so part of what we talked about with Walter Jeanette a couple weeks ago. But I'm really interested in getting your perspective for the introvert, right? Self-professed. There's some introverts out there who really don't meet the criteria. So we're not gonna go down that road. But for the introvert, right? The whole concept of going live is a major hurdle. It just is. Right. And so talk to us a little bit about ways to overcome that fear. Right. Systematic things, small hacks, different steps that you can take, baby steps that you can take to be able to overcome that fear of going live and being in front of the camera and talking to people in that way.
Yeah. I am an introvert. You may not see it as much now because I've done a lot of videos, and the assumption is that people that do videos aren't necessarily introverts. But when I first got started live streaming, I didn't want to live stream. I didn't want to do video. What happened was a buddy of mine, he saw that I was good at what I was doing, and he asked me how to do it. So I just showed him how to do this live streaming thing. And at the time, Periscope, for all my people that were on Periscope.
Yes.
That was a platform that we were using. And going live and showing your screen was something that I thought was really going to take off for people, because it was more than just seeing someone. And for someone like me, it was a way to get people what I call distracted from seeing me and paying attention to me on video. So it was way easier for me to go live and share my screen because people were looking at my screen and they're not looking at me. And so when I was showing him how to do it, he loved it. And I started to teach what I knew, and it made it so much easier to get on camera because I know what I know. And people came for what I know. They didn't come for, anything else. They wanted to learn, how can I do X, Y, and Z? Monte can show me how to do it. And so that's the first step I tell people is when you talk about things that especially in this live streaming space, people will show up for that. And that's where my audience showed up. I remember playing around with Facebook Live when it first came out. I literally played a video that I had downloaded, and it was like a car rally. And it was nothing for me to go to car rallies because I have a nice car that I would take out to all these shows and everything. So people thought it was me. And when I'm watching the numbers go up, I'm just like, wow, people are just fascinated by what I do, which was just mind blowing to me. And I was just literally playing with this technology, and I was like, okay, I see what you guys like. You guys want to be able to do this video where it's getting people's attention. And I was just showing them little things, little hacks, all this that's going on with live streaming now. I was doing this years ago, like years ago with lower thirds and intros and countdown timers years ago.
So
So to
wow,
see
wow,
it
wow.
kind of come full circle now that everybody is more so forced to do it,
Hmm.
if they really want to get their brand and their message out there, is something that's pretty incredible to see how fast this has come in such a short time frame.
My goodness, man, that is awesome. That is awesome. Real quick, what kind of car you got, man? I'm a car guy, man. So you piqued my interest,
BMW,
man.
BMW M6,
And you work, and you work.
550 some horses on it. Yeah,
Ay,
yeah, yeah.
Kanika's watching, so I've got to be good.
Okay.
I gotta be good. But man, that's a nice car, Doc. That's a nice car, man. The comments are already lighting up. People are proclaiming and confessing that they're introverts. And even Albert is saying, I think most of us are still involved in many ministries. He said,
Hmm.
I've used the soundboard on my iPad while playing keyboard/bass,
Hmm.
but yeah, Blind Guy, his wife, their life comes through saying, nice, Monty is everywhere. David says he is an introvert at heart. I don't know if I believe you, David. I've seen you on some pretty big stages. Kanik says introvert, yes, very much so. I will. I know she believes that in her heart of hearts. I'm not so convinced. Gueston Pierre says, "What's up, HIAW?" And Lawrence is like, "We found each other on FB Live." That is
Hmm.
great. That is
Hmm.
awesome to be able to have that connection with people. This is the thing that I wanted to. This is a great segue that Lawrence has been able to share with us here, is because the relationships that you form in these digital spaces are real. A lot of
Yeah.
times people feel like, well, I mean, it's live stream, so because our relationship with people who are on screen has usually been TV, right? These are
Hmm.
not people you know. You
Yep.
may feel like you know them, but you don't really know them. Like even for news, live shows like news, you don't really know them, right? So people have that thing in their mind, like, well, we're never gonna really get to know one another. But I can tell you that I've met people in the digital space online during live streams that have become really close friends. So this is one of the things about live videos and live video strategy that people don't think through and don't recognize as such a huge benefit that's out there as well, man. So that is gold, Doc. Thank you so much for sharing that piece with us. Here's one I want to throw this question out to the audience real quick. How much do you really know about Amazon Live? There's the question. Throw it in
Uh-oh.
the chat. Like, I
Uh-oh.
mean, like from you could put, nothing. You could put, I'm an intermediate. You could say, hey, I know everything there is to know about Amazon Live. Or you could just be like, what is Amazon Live, right? Put a question mark if you've never heard of it before. You're like, Amazon has a live component. So because we want to talk about that in a little bit, but I want to throw this out to the audience. And for my replay squad, go ahead and put it in the comments as well. Let me know if you know about Amazon Live. What is it to you? And when you do that, I'm gonna respond. Just know, my replay squad knows, everybody that comments on these videos. Yes, I respond. So Lawrence says very little. Somehow, Lawrence, I'm tending to disagree with. I'm just joking. Valerie Singleton says not a thing. Not a thing. Fusion Marketing says I know quite a bit, and so does Chris Giles. Right. So that's good.
Uh,
That's good.
they're part of my Amazon Live family, so that
There you
I'm going to
go.
have to keep them quiet so they can't answer this question.
GP Justin Pierre says Amazon I know. Amazon Live, who are you? He put it in Bible terms there. I see what you did,
Mm.
GP. I'm new to it, following Monty to learn. And Antoine, I might be saying that wrong, but Antoine Speller says that, and I'm following Monty too. So we're learning together, Doc. Chris Giles says I learned it all from Monty. Gary Jones, I know it's new QVC on steroids. I like that answer, Gary.
Hmm.
QVC on steroids. I like that answer. There are some other components to it, I believe, but yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
And Albert says Amazon Live like HIAW Live. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. So listen, we're going to play a quick little video, just 60 seconds of a video that is on Monty's channel right now We're going to play that real quick. And once we get that video done, once we come out of that video, in fact, we may even just pause it and chat a little bit, Monte. We're not going to be muted during the video. So if you want to say something, if you want me to pause, we'll just do that right now. So we're going to run this quick little video. It is of Monte, so I know it's going to be odd, but we're going to make it through, fam. We're going to make it through. Here we go.
Just over my shoulder are a bunch of products that have been sent to me for free from different brands, from different sponsors that want me to share them with my social media audience, primarily YouTube and Amazon Live. In this video, I'm going to share with you the best place that you can apply to get free products, even if you have a small following. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Monte Weaver here, and welcome to the channel. I help you navigate this world of digital, tech, and social media. Now, if you've been following my channel for a little while, you know that I've been talking a lot about the Amazon Live platform. I think that's the best place for smaller influencers to start to gain traction and start to get attention. One, because it's live streaming, and two, because it's Amazon. It's a platform that you should definitely start using. Now, when I first started doing videos on YouTube and live streaming on Amazon, working with sponsors and brands wasn't really something I thought was possible early on.
All right. I'm pausing it here, and I'm gonna come back to our main shot, because we have the man here himself, right? So we can get the information directly from him. But I just wanted to play 60 seconds of that video because I wanted you, number one, HIAW family, I wanted you to see some of the value that he is providing on his channel, and definitely I'm hoping that our collab video will be able to provide just as much value for both audiences as well. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, listen, in the comments, you get ready to share your questions. You get ready to talk about what you want to hear here. But our question to Monte is simply this: what is Amazon Live, right? There are many misconceptions out there. I mean, somebody sent me a private message after the video I posted this past Sunday, right? Just yesterday, I posted a video talking about moving to Amazon Shop, which opens up, the ability to do some Amazon Live stuff. And they were like, what do you mean by Amazon Live? Like, privately, they didn't want to comment publicly on the video. They were like, what do you mean by Amazon Live? It's like, what is you like live shopping? What do you do with Amazon Live? So talk to us a little bit about what it is exactly, and help us clear up some of the misconceptions that are out there.
Yeah, it's funny. Even people on Amazon Live ask, "What is this?" So at its simplest form to understand, Amazon has a live section of its platform where influencers can go live and talk about products on Amazon, whether you own the products, whether you don't own the products. If you have a following, you can go on Amazon and talk about products. It is essentially QVC, HSN style. People go on there to sell. Other people go on there to just talk about products they love and educate. Mm-hmm. But it's an untapped platform. I think it's, like I said in the video, it's Amazon and it's live streaming, two of the biggest components of what we are in right now, especially with 2021. Yeah. I think we've all tapped into it or viewed some type of live stream, and we've all bought something from the Amazon platform. And if you want to generate some type of revenue commissions, you can do it on a platform like Amazon. And one of the things that I really love about it is because it's real time. There is less hurdles for a customer to have to go through to see something you promote on a different platform and then come over to Amazon where you're actually directly on the platform. Yes. And anytime you scroll through Amazon and you see videos on the live streaming platform now, you guys know that these people really are live, and you can engage with them in chat as well. Yeah. And shop directly from the page that you're viewing from.
Yeah. And I mean, some of the stats and specifics in terms of, the influencer setup that they have on Amazon have just been mind-boggling for me. And it is a untapped well of opportunity and resources that really, if you have a following, you have an audience, you definitely need to be considering. One of the questions that we have in the chat real quick, I don't know if you can take this one real quick, Monty, is from Antoine, and it's what's the following you need to get on Amazon Live? What's the, because we know that there's a influencer program. What are the ways that you get approved to be able to actually set up an Amazon Live page?
Yeah, so you do need some following to get approved. Now, it was funny because when I got started on Amazon Live, I first looked into it in June 2020. And so I was familiar with it before June 2020. If I looked into it at that time frame, is what I like to tell people. But I didn't take it seriously till toward the end of the year because I couldn't find a lot of information on Amazon Live, just like all the questions that get asked around it. There just wasn't anything out there. And so I started putting up these videos about Amazon Live, and someone from Amazon reached out to me. They said, well, good job putting out these videos. So I said, okay, people are asking, how many followers do you need to get approved? And so the answer that was given to me was 1,500. They're looking for about that on different platforms, whether that's Instagram, whether that's Twitter, whether that's your YouTube channel.
Right.
So you do need some following, and you can't come with zero. But if you already have an Amazon Associates account, it is worth applying. I know they're getting better about that whole application process. But you do want to work on creating a following on other platforms if you haven't already. But 1,500 seems to be the minimum to get approved into the program.
Yeah, that's good. And listen, that is, I wanted to double back to something that you said. I see some questions coming through here, and we want to get to those as well. But one of the things you said was you started putting out videos. I just cannot, gloss over this. This is something that I'm big on saying. You recognize that there was a void in this space and started to answer the questions that people were having. So you started putting out content for Amazon, answering some of these questions, and then Amazon contacted you. Mm-hmm. And this is one of the things I want to say to folks is like, because they're constantly being asked, what's this formula for being successful in the digital space? How do I create a following? You've got to answer a question consistently. Yeah. People need to know that not only are they going to get an answer to their question today, but if they come back tomorrow or a month from now, you're still answering questions. That's the solution. And I think Monty has just shared with us that, listen, this is the recipe right here. And so now he finds himself in a space where he can actually ask those questions directly to his contact and make some of that information, not all of it, but some of that information available through YouTube or through whatever means he has decided. These are some of the things that we all need to be mindful about. And that explorer attitude is always going to get you to that next thing, man, because I know I haven't been taking Amazon Live seriously. Lem has been on my neck like, Kirk, you got to get in here. You got to get in here, got to go live. And Robert Kennedy, I don't know if you know him, but he's been doing some stuff in the space as well. He's been approved. I've seen him do a couple of live streams, doing some partner live streams with a couple of guys who have a crazy following on Amazon Live, which is great. So I'm going to be looking into employing some of those tactics, just kind of following you guys' footsteps. But again, just cannot be afraid to poke around, kick the tires, mess it up, if you will, and try something new. But yeah, listen, we got a couple other questions here. I want to see if we can grab one or two before we get these other ones. Valerie Singleton is asking the age-old question, right? Why should one consider this platform? And that's kind of segueing into my next question for you anyway, which is, let me just throw it on screen. What is the significance of Amazon Live and who should be using it, right?
Mm-hmm. I think it really depends. I would tell everybody go ahead and use it, but I don't know everybody's personal situation. I know, Kirk, you're a coach just like I am. And so what I like to do is just dig into what people are doing currently to make sure that it fits them personality wise, so it fits their schedule, their life, because there's a lot of opportunity there. I think anyone with a smaller following that's looking to grow, I think Amazon Live is the best place for them. Because you literally all start with zero. I mean, even present day right now, I have less than 300 followers on Amazon. Now, when you put that into perspective about how many followers I have on Facebook and how many followers I have on YouTube, 300 is significantly my smallest platform, but it's my biggest platform when it comes to working with different brands and sponsors and other businesses that are reaching out to me to say, hey, can you talk about my product on this platform? So if you're a small influencer and you want to add to your digital resume that says, hey, I worked with X, Y, and Z companies, then I think it's a great platform to leverage. If you want to get exposure for other people, I'm looking at my guy Jim and Chris that are here in the chat. They interview other people, and it's a great platform for them to interview people about a newly released book, because chances are
Wow.
they're selling their book on Amazon. And
Very
so
true.
to,
Very true.
to have a guest come on and they're hearing, what is this Amazon Live thing? Their ears will perk up to get some good guests on this platform. And while they're doing it, they're making a commission, because people are inherently nosy and they want to click on different items that are down below, like, oh, what camera are they using? What microphone they're using? Let me check out this book. And those
Perfect.
clicks matter. That
Yes.
click it's almost how YouTube works, where when you're live right now, you're gonna make some money in the background. Us having a conversation, you're gonna get a couple change in the background
That's
for
it.
going live on
That's
this
right.
platform. And
That's
it's just
right.
like Amazon. If you go live on that platform, chances are you're gonna make some commissions, and just for talking about different products on the platform. And I think it's a win-win platform where, people do
Absolutely.
struggle on social media trying to grow, trying to get followers. Where on here, followers aren't as important, because you're able to still leverage the platform and get brands that work with you. And I'm kind of big on brands this year. That's my new thing.
No. Brands is the name of the game. We've got a ton of questions here. I'm going to see if we can grab a couple of them quick, fast. Laquita is asking. She said, "I thought you could just, if you're in the affiliate program, you can do the live piece, or do you need to be in the influencer program? Have they changed something there?"
Yeah, just double check. You have to go through the app, so it's iOS only. And as long as you apply through the app, that'll give you approval process. I think they changed the website since last I went through it, so I do
Yeah,
rely heavily on people that are coming through,
through
because
fresh, right?
yeah, through Fresh. I know I saw your video about the application process. The screen was totally different. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I love when new people are coming through and kind of giving us their experiences. And that's why I created the Facebook group, because there was not a place where people could get questions or answers to their questions. And so now that we have a place where people can say, hey, this was working for me, this is how I apply, this is what platform I use, it helps everybody. So we're not stuck, because there are a lot of answers that are not publicly available through Amazon right now. So just having a place where people can provide the latest updates is important to help everybody grow that wants to use that platform.
Man, I'm actually trying to pull up the Facebook group itself right now. Can you talk to
Mhm.
folks a little bit about the actual Facebook group?
Yeah, so I remember getting on Amazon
Give me the
Lives,
URL real quick. Sorry, it's
facebook.com/groups/Amazon Live creators.
okay. That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
I've got it now. Yeah, continue. Sorry to cut
yeah.
in, but yeah, I
Oh
want
no,
to I
you're
want to
good.
pull it up for people to be able to see.
Yeah, we're growing. I think we're going to hit 500 here soon. I remember getting on the very first Amazon Live webinar. And when I saw Amazon, when I saw live streaming and I saw they had a webinar, I was like, okay, this is going to be packed. There's going to be thousands of people that want to know what this Amazon Live thing is. And there was literally less than 50 people on this webinar.
Oh my word.
So I'm thinking to myself, I must have missed something. Like, I did not get the memo or something. This must not be anything. And so I remember sending a message to my buddy Chris. I'm like, man, check this out. I think this is going to be something, because Oprah is using the platform. And so
What?
then I created this Facebook group, because I saw so many people asking questions in the second webinar. And I'm like, let me get this Facebook group going so we can just be in one place together and help people figure this out. Because some people were, there's different rankings. Some people were A-list. Some people were just getting started. Some people were trying to figure out, how do I do graphics like we're showing here on the screen with live streaming? There were
Hmm.
just so many questions, but there wasn't a central hub of answers. So I created this group. Shout out to Melody, shout out to Chris, because they helped me manage this group. And they are, I can't thank them enough for helping everyone as they're coming in here,
Right,
because
right,
this is
right.
the only place that we seem to be able to have answers to all these questions that people have. And we've been growing significantly as what we call ourselves, the Amazon Live creators.
Yeah, man, that's gold. That's gold. I wanted the people to see the group. He said the URL for it, facebook.com/groups/Amazon Live creators, Amazon Live creators. So definitely check it out. It's a wealth of knowledge and information there. There is a process through which you will have to go through in order to be approved to get in, but definitely look into that. But also follow the channels, start doing some searches, do your homework. I think one of the things that we want to, as we were responding to some of the questions, one person was like, why should I use it? You heard from Monty's answer. It's largely going to depend on your setup, like your scenario. It's not going to be everybody that this works for. What I do want to highlight, and I think Monty has said it as well, is the age, right? I mean, this is like finding out Facebook was still invite only. That's the level at which Amazon Live is right now, because it's still so new. Because Amazon as a platform is massive. The amount of sellers that are on there, amount of buyers that are on there, constantly doing their searches there, trying to buy stuff, it's massive. Those numbers are astronomical. But the amount of people who are live, very little. And
there's probably less than 20 people live on there right now. I just don't. It's just so new. I literally could probably
that's the part that's the part that's like mind blowing for me.
I just checked. There's less than 20 people live right now. And when you compare that to trying to get visual market share on YouTube right now, or Facebook or Instagram right now, to compete against 20 people on Amazon, I think it's just too easy.
Nice. Listen, man, I'm just looking through. We got people are responding to one another in the comments, which is great. Somebody said, "Mercy, only 20." Two quick questions. One person says, "How can you get paid?" I knew that question was coming. How do you get paid? I'll leave that one to you.
Yeah, I'll be quick on this. There's two ways.
Yeah.
Amazon affiliate commissions, which most people are familiar with. If you're not, just go and check out the Amazon affiliates program. You're basically getting paid commissions by referring products on Amazon. So you'll tend to get paid a little bit more in commissions here because you're live and talking about more products versus maybe doing a one-off product, and people go to that one product where you can talk about up to 40 products and what's called a carousel. But the way I prefer is brand deals and sponsors, where companies reach out to you and say, "Hey, I would like you to talk about XYZ product," and you have a rate, whatever you determine your rate is, to talk about products for whatever length of time. And I like that way of compensation a little bit more, because that tends to be higher. And you get products as well, and you can stack up a shelf like I have behind me full of stuff.
See, that's why I put you in the big shot, because I want people to see the stack of products that he has behind him.
Yeah, so it's the top shelf. But that's not everything. I've gotten rid of some stuff. I actually took some stuff and gave it to my mother. She has I just gave her for Mother's Day this past weekend, right?
Nice.
Gave her a iRobot, one of those robot vacuums.
Yes. We've been looking at those.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So you did a review for them, and they sent one to you or something like that?
Yeah, they said, "Can you talk about this?" They sent it to me. I like to do my streams like in real time, so I opened it in real time. So when I got the box, this is Kirk. This is how I do it. Come on. I don't spend my time like looking and researching the product, because you're not paying me for that. When my count starts when I go on Amazon Live. So I'm literally opening up the box. Let me figure this out in real time. Let me read the instructions. Like I tell the company, this is what I'm going to do an unboxing. It's a true unboxing. Yeah. And then I'm like, how do you open this thing? How does this work? I need to connect it to the app. And then once this hour is up, my time is up, and that thing goes right back on the shelf.
I love this. And this talk, there's a one of the things that Lem told me is that for a couple hours, so if I happen to catch you on your live stream doing an unboxing with the iRobot, right? If I happen to catch that, even if I stayed on your live stream for 10 minutes and then left, for the next hour and change, correct me if I'm wrong, anything I buy on Amazon will be affiliated with your live stream.
24.
Is it? Oh, it's 24 hours?
Yeah, I believe that's a 24-hour cookie.
Oh my word. And it doesn't matter if what I was highlighting. Doesn't matter what I was.
Yeah. I just need you to click on something. So if I put in a gift card that's $0 and you start clicking around, you're connected to me at that point. If I put in a $2 pencil or something and you need
Oh,
pencils, I like to throw in things that I know people need based on what my show is about. So let's say we're talking about live streaming gear. I may have an expensive quote unquote microphone and I'll have a really inexpensive microphone because I don't know who's watching. So I want to give people
wow.
options and make it easy for them to click. If I have a whole bunch of $400 microphones, then people might jump off my stream like, man, this is out of my range for my setup. But if I have some $20 microphones in there, then I give myself more chances of people to click on different products in the carousel.
Wow. Wow. I'm blown. Wow. I mean, just that alone in and of itself is like amazing. And to think that that could be a paid session where you're going live on behalf of a brand or a seller. Oh my goodness. All right, let me get this one comment here. Does Amazon Live store your live streams or does it need to be uploaded later like YouTube?
It saves it on the website.
Yeah.
So all your past live streams are still there. You can refer for people to watch later. So it's great, almost like how YouTube works. If you do a video on a certain topic and you say, hey, go watch this video that I did 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you scroll down just below that page, you'll see that all my
of them are.
previous live streams are right there.
Yeah, they're all here, man. And you can create these thumbnails. You can add this whole system has already been set up and curated. I mean, Amazon, while they're new, they still have all the amenities that we're used to from all the other creator platforms. So great question. Great question, David. Thank you for that. Anselm is asking for the number of followers. Does it matter? Let me put his question here because you said about 1,500. And so he was saying, does it followers on Facebook translate to friends or is it literally followers?
So when it comes to Facebook, you want to think about your business page, not your personal page.
Got it.
So 1,500 followers on that business page.
Yeah. That's gold. That's gold. Let me see if I can find a few more. Diana Gladney's on the live. Thank you so much for coming through, Diana. I had to give you a quick shout out. The bishop, the right reverend, Bishop, Diana Gladney is on here. Thank you so much for coming through. Let me see here. Fusion Marketing says when you. Oh, okay. She said when they were responding to Diana. If you are not a member, this is Melody Johnson. If you're not a member of the community, we welcome you to the Amazon Live Creators Group through Facebook. Please make sure you answer all the questions. Okay, cool, Melody. Thank you.
Yeah, Melody's one of the admins of the group. We call her the mama of the group. She makes sure she controls the group. We do our best not to have people come in there and spam in the group doing shameless promotions. Because one of the things in the group is like we encourage people to share your first live stream, but there's no reason to let us know when you go live every single time because there's not that many people going live. So if we go to the live platform, we will see you. It's not like you're going to get drowned out. We will see you go live on the platform. And it's amazing to watch some of the people that come in, what they talk about. Some people are talking about $20,000 Rolexes on the stream. So like I said, you don't have to own products. You can just talk about products that you just like or want.
Them there.
And, read the descriptions on the page and make it fun and interactive. So there's so many different ways. We have Phil, he's been on his motorcycle while he's on Amazon Live. Got another guy, Chris, he's been driving in the car, showing off one of the new cars and different accessories to cleaning cars. There's just so many different ways that you can make this fun as well.
Talk a little bit about, I know we're coming up on our time here and we got to get to this collab question. Plus, I want to make sure that people know where to find you and follow you. But talk a little bit about the actual platform, right? I know that I've got to go through and do something on my iOS device first before I can get a few other things enabled. But what does that process look like? Are you streaming from your device or are you streaming from a platform like a Restream or a StreamYard or Ecamm or something like that?
Yeah, so there's two ways you can do it. You can do it from your device, iOS only at the time, so iPhone or iPad, or you can stream from a computer with your whole setup, all the cool software. Shout out to my squad, Restream, Wirecast. Shout out to y'all too. But any live streaming platform you have, you can go live to Amazon. To set up your live stream, you do have to do it through the app. So it allows you to select which products you want to talk about for your stream. And if you have your own store, it makes it even easier for you to just select products in your own store, and you can add that. Yeah. So you do all of that through the app. You can control what people see through the app. Another benefit of being on the live platform is these discount codes and coupons. So we get access to that, and we can share that with our audience in real time. And some of those coupons have an expiration on it. So you have to be live to get that specific deal. So there's a lot of different ways that Amazon is helping the creators promote their streams with things like that, and to get them to come. Brands and sponsors, they typically will give us codes as well. So if we tell them, hey, we're going to go live with your product, they'll give us significant codes. I actually had a company give me $150 off their product just for my live stream audience, and the code was only valid for people that showed up live. So
wow,
I guess who took advantage of that themselves to buy something extra. So there's a lot of different ways that you can go live. And like I said, so as long as you have an iOS device, iPhone, iPad, or from your desktop with your whole complete live streaming setup that you may already have, you can go live that way as well.
Right. And it's a like a RTMP type of thing, or Stream Key. All right. Perfect. That's good, man. Listen, that's gold. That is the information that folks were looking for, man. We've kind of run through all of our stuff really quickly. So here's the last question that I want to throw out here, and this is not only for us on screen, but those in the audience as well. What video? I think it's self-explanatory, but what video do you think me and Monte should collaborate on? What I think it's self-explanatory, but I mean, hey, I think what I can do is sit in the I guess the pupil seat and just basically do a quick video with Monte where he's just kind of walking us through some different things with Amazon Live, something specific. What do you guys think? In the comments, let me know what type of collab video. This is Convos and Collabs, right? So me and Monte have just had this conversation. We want to have a collab video that we cross post on his YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, something that we'll be able to put out there and help people. Definitely would love to hear your thoughts. Let me see what we got in the comments here. And I see there is a question there that I'm going to get to. Albert, I'm going to get to your question in just a second, but I want to see if anybody has, I don't know, we got David Gums has a question as well. So we want to make sure. So Amazon Live is the way for us to be independent salespeople with great commission and perks while being our fantastic selves. Lakita, you have captured that thing so well. I could not have said it any better. Melody says you should have a collab on how to interact with the audience. Oh, I like that. Let me make a note of that. That is right in my alley. Like, that's one of my superpowers right there. So how to interact with the audience.
That's big for live streaming too. Like you had touched on it a little bit when we first got started, but when I live stream, I think, that's a great way to connect with an audience because it's more real.
Yeah. Man, that is good. Making money with live video. I'm putting down all of these ideas, and maybe we'll do one for your channel, one for mine. But yeah, listen. So here's the two questions, real quick. I'm going to take these two questions, and we're gonna wrap this thing up because we got to get into the Zoom room. The after party is about to start. Hopefully, if you want to get in there, hopefully you've already bought your tickets on buymeacoffee.com because I mean. That's where you got to get your tickets for the Zoom room. So Albert says, Monte, do you have a regular, I took too long to say it. Monte, do you have do you have plans? I said this wrong. I'm totally messing this thing up. Monte, do you have a regular schedule for your Amazon Live program? Like, do you go live at a specific time on specific days, stuff like that?
I try to, and then life is life where you just fit it in when you fit it in.
That makes sense to me.
What's funny is like there's so many gurus that teach you have to do certain things, and I just totally don't subscribe to it because I've seen things still work even if you can't do a solid, consistent schedule. Now, don't get me wrong. If you can be consistent on a schedule, your audience knows when to show up.
That's
But for
perfect.
Amazon, there's people there all the time already.
It's a
So
different
I'm like, no
space.
matter
Yeah.
when I show up, somebody is going to be there to see me talk about different products on the
Different.
platform. So
That's good. That's good.
so, but you know,
One of the things I would just add in there. I didn't mean to cut you off, but one of the things I would just add in there, folks, is that a lot of us are trying to bring our audience with us. Does that make sense? We want to, like, I've created this audience on Instagram. I want to bring them over to Facebook. I've created this audience on Facebook. I want to bring them over to YouTube. I've created this audience on YouTube. I want to take it with me to TikTok. I think the more organic thing to do is to grow in that space, to be intentional and methodical and systematic about growing in that specific space. And so you heard Monte talk about having 300 followers on Amazon. And of course, in the grand scheme of things, that's huge because that is netting him a certain level of revenue, just that 300. So he's looking to grow. I'm looking to grow organically in that space. And so if I can get some transfer, that's great. But I mean, honestly, when I am reviewing a microphone, if you already have one, you're probably not going to watch, right? It's for the people who are looking for that specific thing at that specific time. And this is one of the, in my opinion, one of the game-changing things that I've just kind of happened upon when I'm looking at the whole Amazon Live space. So this has been phenomenal. We are literally right at our time. I see David Gums has a quick question here. He says, do they have plans to expand from iOS? I don't do Apple products. I'm with you, David, man. Listen, I got my iPad though. So, but yeah, that's a question. I don't know that if Monte has the answer, I'm going to leave that to him.
Hey, they haven't told me anything yet, but if it's a platform that you want to do, you will figure out a way to get on that platform.
Yeah.
I don't know how to sugarcoat that. You just have to get on it if you want to get on it. I mean, it's going to expand. It's going to grow. It's Amazon and it's live streaming. The celebrities are coming to the platform, and the longer you wait to get on these platforms, the more that you have to catch up, the more that you'll have to learn, the more that opportunities are there right now that get bypassed. Like Melody's here in the comment section. She got a brand deal. I hope she don't mind me saying this. She got a brand deal after her very first Amazon Live. So if you do anything for the first time, you really don't know what you're doing. And I vividly remember her sending me a direct message because I told her about the platform. And she said, how much do I charge for this brand deal? I said, I don't know, because I haven't got a brand deal on Amazon Live yet. She got it on her very first one. So being in a position where I know a lot about these platforms and working with these brands and sponsors, I've turned down a lot more than I've accepted. And so what I've been doing now is if I know someone likes to talk about a certain thing, or maybe they're just in a market for something, I will forward an email to that person and say, hey, I think this person would be a good fit for you for Amazon Live because they talk about X, Y, and Z. I don't talk about kids' toys, but someone like a Melody, she talks about kids' toys. She's a teacher. She's in that STEM, and so she knows all about that. I would just send it to her. I don't care how many followers she has. If she's brand new, then the brands and sponsors don't necessarily know that. All they know is she's streaming on the platform, because they can't see how many followers you have, like a YouTube where, hey, we're only going to go after the people with 50,000 followers. Well, the brands and sponsors don't know that. All they know is they see someone streaming on YouTube. And again, there's only 20 people right now probably streaming live. So there ain't but so many people they can contact. So if you're one of the 20 people you just happen to be on at a random time, you're going to get seen. I haven't streamed, like I've been busy on some other stuff, but I haven't streamed on Amazon Live in over a week. And I just signed an agreement today for a live stream someone saw a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So you don't have to get started. If you want to wait for Android, you can. But
I love it, man.
You wait for certain things, then there's just opportunities that get missed.
You listen, that the way you answered that question was a clinic. That was perfect. I think for the folks who are like me, who are don't necessarily have a lot of iOS mobile devices. I do have an iPad though, and my kids have an iPad. So listen, I make it work. I make it work because you can get it done on your iPad if you have one. So but I think what he said is going to be the clincher, right? I mean, if you want to get on the platform, you're going to figure out that part. That's just the long and short of it. If you want to get on the platform, you're going to figure out that part. So, man, listen, Monte, man, take a second to just tell folks, projects that you got coming up. We're right at our time. Projects that you got coming up, things that you want to, people, where places that people can find you, follow you, support you. Talk to us a little bit about some of those items before we get gone here.
Cool. Yeah, man, appreciate that. This year is going to be busy. So YouTube, obviously, best place to find me, update videos. Amazon Live, second best place to find me. I'll be doing some virtual speaking for a couple Worship Extreme. They're talking a lot about live streaming for churches and how that all works.
I love what you just said there. I love what you just said there.
I'll be doing another one in, I think it's June or July. It's called the Missionary Conference, and we'll be talking about churches and live streaming there as well. And so I'm looking forward to doing those virtual speaking events upcoming. But yeah, YouTube is always the best place to find me.
That's good. That's good. Folks, well, I want to say personally to you, on behalf of the entire HIAW family and for the value you've been able to provide today in our live stream, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. I have already applied to get into the group. So Melody, if you see Kirk Nugent, that's me. I'm just getting started on the Amazon side, but I've got a strategy. That's me. I've got my little OCD, so I chart my steps out. But I've got a strategy. I'm looking to grow quick, and I'm learning. I'm sitting at the feet of those who've gone before me, like Monte and others. And I'm learning, so I'm excited about pushing in this new space. But Monte, want to say a word of thanks. I see you out there, Doc Rock. I see you out there, Chris Giles. I see all of you guys. Oh man, Chris says I'm already approved. I appreciate you guys. But I want to just say a word of thanks to Monte for coming through, hanging out with us, providing so much value. Hang on a second while we get set up to go into the Zoom room for the after party. But I'm going to close things out here on the live stream. But thank you so much.
Yeah, man, appreciate it.
Yeah, so I'm moving myself back to the other scene here. So family, listen, man, it has been another one for the books. Monte Weaver has been with us, and this has been a phenomenal episode. For my replay squad, make sure you get those comments in, man. Make sure you get those comments in. I will be responding, and if I need to tag Monte in the comments, we'll tag him in there. You saw what his channel is. Definitely check out some of his videos as well. Look out for some more content, Amazon Live related content from me on the How It All Works channel as well. Because listen, this is a new space, and new spaces, you got to get in there. You got to start kicking the tires, poke around a little bit, explore, right? Boldly go where few others have gone before, and begin to kind of chart that course, showing people what you found that works, what doesn't work, and then learning from others like Monte and Lem and others who have already gone before. But man, it's your boy Kirk Nugent, the Geek Speaker Preacher, hoping that somewhere in the video today, somewhere in the interview today, we're able to, pull back that veil a little bit. You got a chance to see the puzzle pieces fit together. Essentially what I'm saying is, hopefully you were able to figure out how it all works. And we'll see you in the next video.